In honor of Independence Day, I wanted to take a moment to talk about the greatest experience of freedom in my life, because I've been realizing that the people in my present don't know much about my past, and the people from my past don't really know the evolution of the story that has created the present for me that I have now. So when I was 16, I was in a horrible accident that almost left me an amputee. This is the scar that I bear from it. And when I couldn't open a jar or use a zipper, button a pair of jeans, any of those normal things that we do with two hands, that made me really angry. And I was really just sad and frustrated, and I felt like God or the universe or whoever it is that makes those decisions was punishing me and was showing me that I would never be worthy of love, that I was destined to be ugly and disfigured and deformed, and I would never be a leader. No one would ever listen to me. No one would care what I had to say, and basically that my life was over, so I might as well just give up. And so I became a victim, and that was the reality that I projected out into my external world all the time, was that of a victim. Sadness, frustration, anger, pain, all the time. And what changed was that I started to realize via quantum physics and spirituality, meditation, the secret law of attraction, whatever it is that you subscribe to, that we are creating our reality. And that means that we are creating the moments of joy the same as the moments of pain, and the moments of suffering the same as the moments of elation and freedom. And what really shifted for me with that was a friend of mine told me that I had chosen this experience. And at first I was like, how dare you, dude? Are you serious? You think I would choose to be disfigured and deformed and to be in this much pain, like this much just like deep pain? And he said, yes. And I was like, you're insane. Like, get away from me. And then he told me that his older brother had murdered his little brother, and that had been the experience that he had chosen in his life to learn from. And the fact that he could honor that and acknowledge that and take responsibility for that changed everything for me and completely shifted my capacity to take responsibility for who I am and what I was doing. And ultimately that allowed me to shift from being a victim into working to be more like the hero of my own story. And honestly, what I think is most important in our lives right now today is to shift the way that we view our stories. So the external story of this is that I was in a trauma, and that remains true. And the internal story used to be, God hates me, I'm disfigured, I'm unworthy, I'll never be a leader. And what I changed the story to is the fact that I have experienced pain like this, the fact that I have waged war with myself, means that I am a warrior, because I have been through battle inside my own body and soul with my darkness and my shadow, and I have come out the other side to create light. And there are so many of us who have this same story. It's different, but on the inside it's something that could ultimately be changed. And so what I invite everyone to do, and I challenge you in this celebration of independence that we've just had yesterday, to move forward with a different story. Where is there a moment where you have been in pain, where you have struggled, where you have been dragged down, where you've been frustrated and you have not known what to do? Because when I had to ask people for help with this all the time, like, this is the full extension of my hand, and this is after 15 surgeries. It used to just hang there. People would do the retard thing at me. You think I couldn't feel like a victim? Of course I felt like a victim. And now I feel like the victor. Like, this happened to me for a reason, because perfection is not relatable. So now people look at me and they see what I've been through, because I wear it literally on my sleeve. And that is the most beautiful place for people to be inspired, to be vulnerable with their own stories, and to connect and to share. So where is there a moment when you had a story that was painful and that made you feel like you were suffering, that you could find a lesson in, that you could turn into triumph, that you could shift your perspective on and become a different storyteller, become the hero of your story? Because that is where we find the ultimate freedom, and that is what I wish for everyone on the planet. So find a way to change your story and be your own hero. Good luck.